Good evening, all. I'm Aditi Lamba with the Monday night edition of South Asian News, Vision of Asia. We are coming to you from our studio in New Jersey. Welcome to the show. Let's begin the episode taking a look at the coronavirus pandemic updates and measures. The world is at more than 262 million COVID-19 cases and more than 5 million deaths. Here in the United States, we are at 48 million cases of the coronavirus and more than 777,000 deaths. Last week, a new variant of the coronavirus, the Omicron, was discovered in South Africa and has become one of the biggest COVID-19 news. Today, the World Health Organization said that this variant carries a very high risk of infection surges as more countries close their borders, reviving fears over economic recovery from the last 2 years. The CDC here, along with the State Department, have advised against traveling to 8 southern African countries. The CDC also today has said that everyone aged 18 years and older should now get a booster shot either 6 months after their initial Pfizer or Moderna vaccine doses or 2 months after their Johnson & Johnson shot as the Omicron threat looms. Even President Joe Biden is urging all to get vaccinated and also to get the booster dose to be able to handle this new variant. Meanwhile, in politics, today the US and its allies have restarted Iran nuclear talks to discuss a mutual return to the deal, but only time will tell if there could be a true return to diplomacy. More on this and coronavirus updates are on the show tonight, so let's now take a look at the headlines coming in. Global risk of Omicron variant very high as Biden urges vaccinations, Dr. Tushar Patel, New Jersey. Biden warns against Omicron panic, pledges no new lockdowns, Rohit Vyas, ITV Go Studio. New upcoming movie, The Kashmir Files, featuring Mithun Chakravarti, Vivek Agnihotri and Pallavi Joshi at the ITV Gold Studio. It's time for a short break. Stay with some Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Aditi Lamba and this is Vision of Asia, Monday night episode of South Asian News. On coronavirus updates and more, the World Health Organization has said that the newfound Omicron variant of the coronavirus carries a very high risk of infection surges, while border closures by more countries cast a shadow. First detected in South Africa, we don't currently have much information about the impact of the new variant on the United States and its neighboring nations. It has been detected already in 10 other countries and has prompted alarm due to an unusual number of mutations that may reduce vaccine protection. And just highlighting vaccines, please do get your booster dose of the COVID-19 vaccine as most adults are now eligible to receive it. And if you still haven't gotten your first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, please visit vaccines.gov to schedule your appointment as soon as possible. On this and much more, earlier today we spoke with ITV Gold senior health expert Dr. Tushar Patel. Here is Dr. Patel. How are you looking at the current number of cases and deaths in the nation? What is it projecting and what are you worried about right now?
So right now, before we jump into the new strain of virus or the mutated virus, Delta variant is still spreading in this country rapidly. 35 states are at the high number right now, 11 substantial, 8 moderate, and only 3 states are doing lower number of cases from Delta variant. So that is a huge concern. The positivity rate for the Delta variant is very, very high. So I'm going to give you some numbers here. There are about 6 or 7 states has positivity rate of 10 to 15%. In fact, one state, New Mexico, has positivity rate of 20 to 25%. So those are the number concerning right now. Our New Jersey, New York is also between 5 to 7% range for the positivity rate. So right now, with full winter in process, we are looking at some rough timing between now and next few months.
So let me ask you something here. We just got done with the Thanksgiving weekend. There was massive traveling, there were a lot of gatherings. So is this going to turn even worse? How are you looking at that?
It's always happens after the holidays. We saw it last year in 2020 after the Thanksgiving holidays and the Christmas holidays. We had increased number of cases. The good news this time is in last few days the numbers are lower. However, we haven't received the numbers from the weekend, so that number will tell us the exact picture where we heading right now with the Delta variant.
Right. Now let's talk about the biggest news, doctor, that everyone's talking about, the biggest concern for everyone, this new variant, Omicron. It's coming from South Africa. We know not too much about it. Dr. Anthony Fauci has said that we need at least 2 weeks to know what it is doing, at least in the United States. I believe Canada already has cases of it. So the first question to you has to be, how dangerous could this potentially be? And we are trying to get somewhere with the vaccines and everything. Is this going to slow that process?
So B11529, the Omicron virus, the new strain found in South Africa about 5 days ago on November 26th, is concerning for all of us because we don't know how this new virus strain is going to be. Is it going to be affecting the people who are vaccinated? Is it going to be giving severe illness or the mild illness or the moderate illness? So all those questions are yet to be identified in the studies, which will come out within next 2 weeks. So right now, my message to all the viewers of ITV Gold is, if you have not received your vaccination, get your vaccination right now.
On this new Omicron variant and politics, today President Biden urged Americans to not panic about the new COVID-19 variant and said that the United States is already making contingency plans with pharmaceutical companies if new vaccines are needed. The president said that the country would not go back to lockdowns to stop the spread of Omicron and said that he would lay out his strategy this Thursday for combating the pandemic over the winter. He again urged people to get vaccinated, get boosters, and wear masks. Meanwhile, a U.S. travel ban took effect earlier today, blocking most visitors from 8 southern African nations from entering the country. Also, this new variant has already started impacting stock market with fears of the Omicron becoming a dominant variant in the US. On this and much more, we sat down with ITV Go's senior political commentator, veteran journalist Mr. Rohit Vyas. Here is Mr. Vyas on Omicron, politics, economy, and more. We're talking about the Omicron variant that has been found in South Africa, and there are chances that it's already present in the United States because it's already there in Canada and other countries. We're hearing news that the stock market has already started getting impacted by that. So my first question to you is, this is just news right now. They haven't even found exactly out what exactly this variant is doing. Why is the stock market already getting impacted, and how bad can this get?
Well, because the stock market always looks for a reason to be nervous, for one thing. You have a bear market, you have a bull market. There's been a long bull run. And anything that seems that appears could apply the brakes to progress in the rise of stocks, in the rise in the progress of movement forward in the economy, etc., would be seen as something to be of concern. And so the moment word broke from South Africa last week about this new variant and its several mutations, about 50 mutations, which means it could even compromise vaccines. They don't know that for sure. It became a matter of huge concern for the world economy, not just for the World Health System, but the economy itself, and therefore the stock market reacted. The stock market is going to continue to react, but all this has proven is that we're going to have to, in my opinion, learn to live with COVID for the long run, just like flu. It's something we should have seen once we saw variants coming out, and I think most health experts, I am not one of them, but most health experts would agree with my assessment that we are now going to have to learn to live with this in its various variants. And so concerns will be there right now, but once we start to learn how to deal with it as a human race, I think all of this will be in the background. So I'm actually more optimistic. And as you said at the outset, we still don't know exactly the full extent of this. President Biden has said it's a matter of concern, but not a matter of panic, and he's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, the same South African doctor who discovered this mutation and this variant and revealed it to the government of South Africa, and then had the government of South Africa in turn warn the world about it, says it doesn't appear, this doctor says she doesn't think it's that serious, it doesn't have serious symptoms that forces hospitalization of victims. Right. So that's the good part of this, and I think there is some reason to be optimistic at this point. If it spreads, we shouldn't be surprised, because there are many unvaccinated people in our population here in the US, as is the case around the world. And so those who are unvaccinated will be the ones who will be infected and carry it.
So that it makes sense to our audience. The biggest concern and fear of the stock market is what? A shutdown again?
Yeah.
Economy crashing again? And because of that, it's already getting affected.
Yeah, all of
How does that make sense?
All of the above. I mean, if you've got a variant that is serious in scope, okay, as we've had with the Delta variant and the pandemic itself, COVID-19, when it first came out, if you have a serious situation like that where you have lockdowns, there's going to be a problem with the economy, and therefore stocks will be directly affected. Now, that's already begun in Europe. You have Austria, for instance, which is in total lockdown, at least for 2 weeks. We've got Israel, which only today or yesterday announced that they're going to be locking out foreigners. Non-Israelis cannot enter the country for 2 weeks. All right. You're seeing other countries in Europe beginning to impose lockdowns. The Netherlands is another one. And once that begins and you have a chain reaction, obviously it's going to start to affect the supply chain once again, which is still a problem. The ramifications of the supply chain shakeup and irregularities are consequential of what happened with the beginnings of the pandemic last year in March of 2020, officially, when the whole world literally came to a standstill. So it's going to affect everything. The fear of a lockdown, the lockdown itself, if it does occur and is imposed around the world, will directly affect the economy, and therefore stocks will see a downward turn. The bears will rule once again.
Well, it's now time for the short break on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. And welcome back. I'm Aditi Lama, and this is Vision of Asia, South Asian News segment. Let's now take a look at the upcoming Indian movie titled The Kashmir Files. Directed by popular Indian director Mr. Vivek Agnihotri, the film stars iconic Mithun Chakraborty along with Anupam Kher and Pallavi Joshi, and is all set to be released on India's Republic Day, January 26 in 2022. The film is dedicated to Kashmir Pandit refugees and states that it will tell the horrific details of the exodus of Kashmiri Pandits in 1990s, and has been written by Mr. Agnihotri himself, who has said that the film will be an honest investigation into one of the biggest human tragedies, the genocide of Kashmiri Hindus in 1990. Quite a controversial topic, the film hopes to shed light on the plight of Kashmiri Hindus and the impact on their community even now. We have tonight an insight into the movie featuring Mithun Chakraborty, Pallavi Joshi and Vivek Agnihotri. A very heartfelt conversation. Here are some highlights of the cast and crew visiting ITV Gold Studio in New Jersey.
मैं ज्योत्सना शर्मा आप सभी का ITV गोल्ड के स्टूडियो से हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूं। आज मेरे साथ कुछ खास शख्सियत बैठी हैं। ये लोग जो हैं आपके दिलों में एक नई आवाज़ उठाने वाले हैं। ये लोग जो हैं न्यूज़ में हैं, और ये जो खास गेस्ट हमारे साथ आज स्टूडियो में हैं अभी US के टूर पर हैं, and they are traveling to different states of the United States of America for a very specific purpose, a purpose that carries a message, a strong message that will pass through the hearts of many, many Indians, Indian Americans, and the human beings in general. Yes, Today, we have a team, the cast and crew of the upcoming Bollywood movie, The Kashmir Files. And I'm very happy and thankful to this team that they have made their presence in the studios of ITV Gold at our new office of, Edison, New Jersey location, basically. Very warm welcome to the entire team there. And first and foremost, let me introduce my first guest there. She is a wonderful, beautiful Bollywood actress who has created her mark by the name Mrignayani. Yes, she is the producer as well as the actor in this movie, The Kashmir Files. Very well renowned and a person wonderful at heart. Pallavi Joshi, very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Namaskar. Thank you, Jyotsna. Nice being here.
Thank you so much. And sitting next to her is a man who had a vision, who had the daring, and who is very clear in his thought process. Was very, very much into the controversy due to his movie that he produced recently, The Tashkent Files, and of course it got a good viewer discretion. And we have Vivek Agnihotri here, who is the director as well as the writer for the movie The Kashmir Files. Very warm welcome to you, sir.
Namaskar Jyotsna.
Namaskar. Thank you so much. Or the last but not the least, and the person who will create a very major impact, the superstar of the Bollywood industry, Urf Dada. And we all love him so much that इनकी presence जहाँ होती है तो वो मूवी क्या वो हर जगह की शान दबंग हो जाती है. वी हैव श्री मिथुन चक्रवर्ती उर्फ आवर प्रिय दादा. दादा, वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू यू.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
थैंक यू फॉर ग्रेसिंग अस इन द स्टूडियोज ऑफ ITV गोल्ड. एंड विवेक जी, पहला क्वेश्चन सीधा आपसे पूछूंगी. बहुत सारा ट्रैवल आपका चल रहा है, ऑलरेडी आपने न्यूयॉर्क में एक स्क्रीनिंग कर दी है, स्पेशल स्क्रीनिंग है. द कश्मीर फाइल्स, ये नाम क्यों चुना? ये रीज़न क्या था? कोई दर्द है दिल में जो बाहर आना है?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि कश्मीर भारत का एक इंटीग्रल पार्ट है और कश्मीर की जो हिस्ट्री है, जो कल्चर है, एक्चुअली आप पूरा अगर इंडियन कल्चर और इंडियन जो फ़िलॉसफी है वो पूरी तरह से कश्मीर से ड्राइव होती है. जैसे यहाँ पे हार्वर्ड है या सिलिकॉन वैली है जैसे आपकी, तो यूँ समझ लीजिए कश्मीर पहले मिलेनियल की सिलिकॉन वैली थी. पर धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ कि पॉलिटिक्स के कारण पार्टीशन के बाद से अभी तक वहाँ पे जो कुछ भी हुआ है वो एक आम इंसान को भारत में या भारत के बाहर पता नहीं है. लोग कहते हैं कश्मीर एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जोन है और भूल जाते हैं. तो इसका 4 साल से रिसर्च करते 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 हमने जो ट्रूथ, इसका जो है लोगों का जो दर्द है, जो वहाँ का रियल प्रॉब्लम है, वाई कश्मीर इज़ सो इंटीग्रल टू ह्यूमैनिटी, वो निकाला. तो फाइल्स की मैं सीरीज़ ही है, ताशकंद फाइल्स हिट हो गई तो मैं ट्रिलॉजी ये बना रहा था. तो इसलिए कि कश्मीर का जो असली सच है, सच्ची कहानी है, वो आपको इस फिल्म से पता चलेगी.
वेरी नाइस. दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैं आपको फॉलो करती हूँ ट्विटर पे और मैंने आपका मैसेज देखा कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वर्क के लिए मैं US जा रहा हूँ. बहुत अर्जेंट नोट पे आपने वो ट्विटर पे अपना ट्वीट किया था, राइट? तो व्हाई यू स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद US? आई मीन, इंटरनेशनल ट्रैवल से क्यों शुरू किया प्रमोशन?
नहीं, इसलिए किया कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो कश्मीर का मुद्दा है,
जी,
देखिए आज जेरूसलम, व्हाट जेरूसलम इज़ टू इज़राइल, एवरीबडी नोज इन अमेरिका. एवरीबडी इन अमेरिका. एक मूवी बनी होटल रुआंडा, तो रुआंडन जेनोसाइड के बारे में सबको पता चल गया. आर्मेनियन जेनोसाइड के बारे में अमेरिका में सबको पता है क्योंकि वो उसके ऊपर मूवी बनी है. इंडिया में आज तक कश्मीर को लेके कोई मूवी नहीं बनी थी और कश्मीर को सब एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जोन बोल के छोड़ देते थे. सो आई थॉट कि इसको एक ग्लोबल लेवल पे शुरू यहाँ से किया जाए रिलीज़ के पहले, ताकि जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं USA के, जो यहाँ का इंटेलिजेंसिया है, जो नैरेटिव बिल्डर्स हैं, वो इसको समझें कि इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है.
जी.
सो इसलिए मैं यहाँ से हम लोग शुरू.
चलिए, मेरे पास कुछ और सवाल है, मैं आपके पास आऊँगी, लेकिन पल्लवी, आई विल गो टू यू नाउ. इनफैक्ट, बीइंग द प्रोड्यूसर एंड द स्टार कास्ट इन द मूवी, हाउ डीपली you have felt the connect with the people of Kashmir. And of course, it takes a lot of daring to take a step to produce such a movie. We understand the entire situation, how it works out, in the Bollywood, and how people are more crazy about masala films and all. This is something realistic. This is going to torture people who will watch it for once. The pain will percolate. What was your personal experience?
See, Jyotsna, for this, I'll have to take you through a little bit of the research that we had done. In 2019, जब ये हमने मूवी शुरू की थी इस रिसर्च करना, so we of course wanted to connect with a lot of Kashmiri Pandits and understand their stories. So we reached out to the first generation victims and their families. तो 2019 में हम लोग यहाँ पे आए थे एंड जिस तरह से वॉर ट्रिब्यूनल्स जो किए जाते हैं लॉन्ग फॉर्मेट इंटरव्यूज़ वैसे कश्मीर को लेके कभी किसी ने किए नहीं थे. इनफैक्ट 2014 से पहले तक कश्मीरी पंडित इशू इतना बड़ा है हमारे देश में, ये बहुत से लोगों को पता भी नहीं था. तो वी कनेक्टेड विद there's a huge Kashmiri Pandit community settled in USA. So we connected with them, we came here. और जो इंटरव्यूज़ हमने शुरू किए और ऐसी ऐसी दर्दनाक कहानियाँ लोगों की निकली हैं बाहर, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकती. एवरी डे वी वर कंडक्टिंग 4 to 5 इंटरव्यूज़ और एक भी इंटरव्यू ऐसा नहीं था जिसमें मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा कि मैं फूट फूट के रो नहीं पड़ूंगी. और जब एट द एंड ऑफ दैट month and a half इतनी स्टोरीज इकट्ठा हो गई हमारे पास और एकदम से ये मुझे एहसास हुआ इस बात का कि पिछले 30 सालों से इन लोगों को जस्टिस तो बहुत दूर की बात है, जस्टिस तो मिली ही नहीं है, लेकिन किसी ने इनकी कहानी सुनी तक नहीं है. और कश्मीर को हमारी इंडियन फिल्मों में इतना ग्लोरीफाई किया था 60s और 70s में कि हर रोमांटिक गाना कश्मीर में है जी. हर हीरो हीरोइन चाहते थे कि एक ना एक गाना उनका कश्मीर में हो. लेकिन जैसे ही वहाँ पे कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ इस तरह की शुरू हो गई, सब ने कश्मीर को ऐसे छोड़ दिया जैसे वो भारत का कभी था ही नहीं. तो हमने कहा कि दिस इज़ आवर ड्यूटी. कश्मीरी पंडित क्या भारतीय नहीं है जी? तो अगर ये कहीं ऐसा हादसा कहीं गुजरात में होता है, महाराष्ट्र में, भगवान ना करे, लेकिन ऐसे कहीं किसी और स्टेट में हो, तो क्या हम उन्हें ऐसे ही छोड़ देंगे? तो हमने कश्मीरियों को क्यों छोड़ दिया? तो ये फिल्म बननी चाहिए और जिस तरह से उन्होंने हमें नरेट किया है वही सारे इंसिडेंट्स इस फिल्म में आने चाहिए. तो ये रिसर्च का हमारा एक पार्ट था एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स देयर वाज नो टर्निंग बैक, क्योंकि ऐसी कहानी मुझे नहीं लगता पहले किसी ने बताई है और अगले कुछ सालों में शायद ही कोई इस तरह की फिल्म बनाएगा कश्मीर पे.
बहुत अच्छी बात है. और दूसरा ये है कि शुरुआत जो होती है और सही लोगों के साथ अगर शुरुआत हो तो मैसेज भी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग जाता है. दादा, आपसे अब सवाल पूछूंगी, द कनेक्ट टू दिस मूवी, आई मीन जब स्क्रिप्ट आपके पास आई, व्हाट वाज योर रिएक्शन? पहले तो
मैं सुन रहा था आप लोगों की बातें. ये पहली बार आपने कहा कि कश्मीर फिल्म आपको कैसा लगा, डर नहीं लगा या समथिंग?
राइट.
आई जस्ट वांट टू नो why in the name of Kashmir we all react. Because we react because of some conflict, something. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as a film. मुझे जब स्क्रिप्ट आई मैंने पढ़ा, it is not only about Kashmiri Pandit, it's about humanity.
Right.
It is about the moderate Muslims, it's about Sikhs, it's about Christians, it's about Hindus, all been affected by this. And I give credit to Vivek for one thing, that his study, he's always been very well read person. इतना पढ़ा है, इतना रिसर्च करता है. जब मैंने पढ़ा तो मैंने मतलब पहले ही कहा था कि देख, यू वांट मी टू, दैट आई वांट यू टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दिस फिल्म. इन्होंने एक कहानी लिखी जिसमें उसने जान दी है, प्राण दिया है. हम एक्टर्स, हम उसको पढ़े, हम उस कैरेक्टर को हमने जान दी. अभी मेरा यहाँ आना, ये सफ़र इनके साथ करना, कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि ऑडियंस इस पिक्चर को देखे और उन लोगों की जिम्मेदारी है वो कितना प्राण डालते हैं इसमें.
With this, we wrap up our show for the night. Again, please send us your suggestions and get your voices and organizations on our show. You can email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on our Facebook handle @itvgold. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for free access to many of our popular shows. Thank you for joining us tonight from Edison, New Jersey. This is Vision of Asia, and I am Diti Lamba. Take care and be well.